Up next on Lion TV, a look back 2 decades later on a tragic day for America, and Sophia Neighbors with this weekend's forecast.
And me, Paige Reynolds, with some scores from last week. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Lion TV. I'm Marley Price.
And I'm Anna Calkins. Let's get into some school announcements. Seniors, if you were invited to join the National Honor Society last spring and you paid your $10 dues, please see Ms. Rose or Ms. Webb about paying fall dues and voting for Sweetheart. If you did not join last spring, you can join now. See Ms. Rose and Ms. Webb. All dues are due by October 12th, 2021. But if you want to vote for Sweetheart and be considered for Sweetheart or Sweetheart Escort, you must pay dues by today.
The softball team will be hosting a tryout for any 9th through 12th grade girl on September 16th. The tryout will be held at the high school softball field at 5 p.m. Athletes will be required to show proof of an up-to-date physical and will need to bring cleats and a glove. If you have any questions, please email Coach Long at longm@searcyschools.org.
11th graders interested in taking the PSAT to be considered for national merit status can sign up in the guidance office at this time. PSAT will be held on October 13th and the cost is $19. Please bring exact cash amount or check payable to Searcy High School. The deadline to sign up is September 25th at the end of the day.
Students wishing to join the Spanish Club may see Ms. Haynes in room 324. Dues are $5. Students from all levels of Spanish are welcome. Returning members do not have to be in Spanish currently. The Spanish Club does 3 service projects per year and meets monthly on the second Tuesday at 7:30.
If students wish to purchase a 2021 yearbook, they can see Ms. Cook in room 110 before school or email her at ccook@searcyschools.org to arrange another time. Books are $50. For next year's books, students should go to Joshin's website and place an order.
Now on to some local news. Arkansas State and Central Arkansas Bears played Saturday, and backup quarterback Lane Hatcher threw 4 second-half touchdowns, with 3 of them passed to Corey Rucker. The score ended 40-21.
Investigation is underway after a 6-year-old girl on vacation with her family died at an amusement park in western Colorado town of Glenwood Springs. The park says an incident occurred that caused the death of the young girl. They also say, out of respect and concern for all parties involved, we will not have further comment until details have been confirmed. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all involved. An autopsy is scheduled with the coroner's office. Identification of the child is still withheld from the public to give family time to contact other relatives.
A teenager said she could hear the terrifying sounds of other vehicles crashing around and on top of the pickup truck where she and her mother were trapped after the truck plunged into a dark, muddy pit when a Mississippi highway collapsed during torrential rain brought by Hurricane Ida. The teen says she saw a black hole, then she blacked out and she woke up and her mom leaned over toward her. 2 were killed and 9 were injured in the accident.
The Searcy High School volleyball team is well into their season.
Ashley Coker has a story about the team and their progress this season.
Take it away, Ashley.
The high school volleyball team hasn't had the greatest winning streak. This year, the Lady Lions have created strong bonds within the team and worked hard during practice to have a good season.
The volleyball team has not had the greatest history with winning, but I feel like this year we have a chance to do better and have a good record.
In practice, we give it our all and do a lot of drills to help us be better in an actual game.
The seniors have a lot of influence over the overall team mindset.
They were very encouraging and accepting towards us, and me coming in as a sophomore on the high school team, they just been really kind to all of us and making us feel like a family.
I am excited to have a final season. I hope that COVID doesn't mess it up, and I hope we can win some games.
The Lady Lions know talent isn't the only skill that is needed to win.
The team this year has bonded and we're all close friends.
We could get down on ourselves, but when the right person tries to uplift the team, then it brings up the spirit.
The Lady Lions strive to better themselves every day during practice in hopes of a winning season. Thanks for watching. Back to the news desk.
I'm excited to watch some of the games this year.
Me too.
Now let's head into weather. I wonder what this weekend is looking like.
Good thing Sophia has the updates.
Good morning, Cersei High. Let's hear those weather updates. Today we have sunny with a high of 90, rain at 4%, and winds at southeast at 6 miles an hour with a humidity rate of 49%. Your sun rose this morning at 6:46 a.m. Tonight, you'll have clear skies with a low of 62, rain at 4%, winds at south-southeast at 5 miles an hour, and humidity at 49%. Your sun will set at 7:20 p.m. Almanac, we have a high of 96, a low of 60, a monthly average precipitation at 3.35 inches, a month-to-date at 1.08 inches. Let's hear that 5cast. On Saturday, it'll be sunny with a high of 93 and a low of 63 with 4% chance of rain. On Sunday, it'll be sunny with 95 high and a low of 66 with a 4% chance of rain. On Monday, it'll be partly cloudy with 93 high, 69 low at 22% chance of rain. On Tuesday, it's partly cloudy with a high of 91 and a low of 69 with a 22% chance of rain. And on Wednesday, it looks like we have some storms coming up with a high of 88 and a 35% chance of rain. We have clear skies for the weekend and then some storms coming up on Wednesday. Back to the news desk.
Thanks for those updates, Sophia.
Hey Marley, I'm starving. Do you know what's for lunch today?
Today for lunch, we're having barbecue pork sandwich, a fish sandwich with cheese, Smiles potatoes, creamy coleslaw, grapes, brownie, a milk variety, pears, and tartar sauce.
Thank you so much, Marley.
You're welcome, and do not hesitate to thank your lunch ladies for the meals they provide daily for us.
You know who eats a lot? Football players.
I know, right? It's like they're on a seafood diet.
Josh DeGroat has a very spectacular lineman for the Lion of the Week.
Hey Cersei, I'm Josh DeGroat with this week's Line of the Week, Matias Acevedo. Matias, what position do you play and what are your responsibilities?
I play center for the O-line, and my responsibilities are to communicate well and get the job done up front, really.
Why is football important to you?
Football is important to me to build relationships with other people, and especially coaches, because relationships take you really far in life.
How do you think your senior season will go?
I believe my senior season will get a lot better and things will start progressing and playing out as they should.
What are some of your personal goals for your year?
Some of my personal goals for this year is to make a lot of good grades and keep expanding my relationships with people.
What are some goals the Cersei High football team has set for this year?
Some goals that we set for this year is definitely to connect better with our new head coach and just really make the year a success, make the playoffs, and hopefully play for a state championship this year.
Well, that's all I have for Line of the Week. Back to the anchors.
Good stuff, Josh.
I bet Paige can tell us more about football players and sports.
Good morning, this is Paige Reynolds with your sports for this week. Last week, the Cersei High School varsity and junior varsity volleyball teams played at Marion. The results from those games are JV 0, Marion 2, and Varsity 0, Marion 3. On Tuesday, they played Cave City at their gym and won both games. The scores were JV 2-0 and Varsity 3-2. The Cersei ladies golf team won their game on Tuesday in Jonesboro. The Cersei High School football team had their second game at Little Rock Christian, the final scores being Little Rock Christian 38, Cersei High School 20. That's all I have for local sports. Moving on to national sports. The Jaguars and the Texans will be clashing in Houston at the NRG Stadium at noon on Sunday. Also, the Reds will be playing the Cardinals on Sunday at 1:15 in the Busch Stadium. The U.S. Open started on August 24th and will end on Sunday, September 12th. As of right now, Alexander Zverev is winning. On Saturday, September 11th, Stanford's football team is playing USC's team at 9:30 p.m. That's all I have for sports today. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Paige.
Now it's time to talk about something a little less exciting.
Some of you may realize that tomorrow is 9/11, which is a day that will never be erased from the memories of millions of Americans.
Saturday marks the 20th anniversary of the Twin Towers falling due to terrorist attacks. Many of the teachers here remember that day like it was yesterday.
9/11 is September 11th, 2001, when terrorists crashed planes into the World Trade Center buildings in New York City and attacked not only that, but some other places in our country. And it was the biggest attack on U.S. soil, and so it was really devastating to people at the time.
I was a senior in high school, and I was sitting in my first period class, and another teacher came in and said, "Turn on your news, it's bad," and we couldn't get our TV to work because we didn't have technology like we do now, so we ran across the hall and we watched the second tower get hit on the news.
I have a high school friend that was in the towers at the time of the attack. She worked in finance in New York, but she was at a meeting on a lower floor of the second tower, and when the first tower started to fall, the second tower already started to evacuate, and she evacuated. She was stuck in the area, in with a lot of the dust and rubble and stuff for a while. She couldn't call home, so her parents didn't know she was okay for quite a while, but she got out.
I lived with my aunt and uncle, and I contacted them, and I don't remember specifically, but I'm sure that I talked to my parents shortly after that, because you know, everyone just kind of had this sense of, you know, the immediacy of life, and you're hearing all these stories about, you know, people who would never talk to their children again or to their husband, who had gone to work that morning and wouldn't come home. And so, you know, you want to talk to the people that you loved.
Thanks for watching. I'm Marley Price.
And I'm Anna Calkins. See you next week, Cersei.